Check in, check in, check in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on the Play Forward, the Play Touch, a blessings and respect, drop a comment, share your views and perspective. I'm the captain of the Vulture Squad reporting for duty. So big up to all our people, them. Make me see what marching, I know. And boy, people, I swear to you, after me string up figure live, me check YouTube streets and I see nobody active, on my side. Two twos because of woman string up. We say Nick gone live. We say Jara stuff. All right. Yeah, see me. I've been in say Nick live before me got me that discuss a room. You see me? But that still. Check in. Because I keep it short and spicy nonetheless. So as you forward in, hit the like button. I could see what I go on from what I go on, You see me? We get to work. Um, as me say, if you have watched on the playback, I just say go one night time them. You overs. Yeah, man. But people, why some of my time this YouTube thing, vlogging commentary, boy, sticky some of my time. Some of my time, I see some comments and people come after me certain ways. Me have to really, really wonder some of my time. What the people them a pre? What the people them a smoke? What the people them a drink? Me no know. Me no overs. Yeah, see me. Some of my time, I see some things, and yeah, I'll share some of it with you today. I'm making see what I go on. Because on the previous video, I dropped about the on the spot media and sale boss. Me I read some of the comments them. I mean I tell you, LB jerk in spice. Big up yourself. You see me I say? You say everybody knows a doctor. I guess you're referring to the foot type thing. Yes, everybody's a doctor. All right, ma, the boss Cairo. When we soon get to that. I mean, is everybody a doctor in terms of foot type looking ill? I don't think you need to be a doctor. I don't think you need to be a doctor. You can obviously hear the man's speech is slurring. You can see that he's barely moving his mouth. I don't think you need to be a doctor to see that. I mean, unless you're literally in denial. So if you see it and you're not saying nothing, so you're in denial. Hmm? Eh? What go on there, sir? Precisely. What go on? Um, you see me? Yo, yes, the man, them my age opposite her. Why, the man, them my age. Yo. Precisely, I talk about my music video them. Yeah, I mean, I do have a lot of music videos. I private them. You see me? And I was going through my private videos and I'm like, whatever, I public them. You see me? They were unlisted. So I just allow them to be public, to be viewed publicly. Mandela strength in the building, blessings and respect. You see me? I say, road warrior out here. So, for those, if you're saying that people know for comment on foot type, obvious issues, but Foota can't talk about people, then that don't make no sense. You understand? As a man we talk about everything we him see, then all people know to talk about him when them see. Me just a try to find out. I mean, so that still, but like we get to this little part here, so more address some of them comments here, cause I saw some comments and I was just like, wow, this it's crazy. Wait a minute, what on this? Me see some comments and me have to
This
say,
song.
me I say, wow, go on here, so with them comments here. Some of them comments are spooky people, some spooky dooky comments, me I say. So, I could see what I go on. All right. See if I can see them on the screen. All right, what check in, what check in. You see me I say, yeah, precisely. You know me I say, man can't talk and nobody never talk about them. That wouldn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to these comments and then we get to the full type thing. So this is Michelle Brown say, DNR, you are a real comedian. Thanks, sir. Making you smile and thing at work. All right. Do that. Bless up yourself, Michelle. Touch up. Miss J Detta, big up yourself. You know what I'm saying? Alpha, big up, big up, big up. Ghost, what's that? Ghost WTM says, I want to silk box. Silk box. Oh wow, silk box. Saying get box done. Load box, load lizard. All right, you know what? Load the part there alone. All right, so Gregor said you have to remember Silk Boss young, early 20s. True. No, Vendetta Clan. CV, leave the youth, bro. Remember, at the same way them bash Alka, Fee, him believes, and the dog double down, same thing, Silk do. Squash them literally as sing about murder and crime them commit. Where is the backlash for cartel and others where sing and big up criminal? Selective outrage, bro. No problem, Vendetta Clan. That's your views and perspective, and you have all rights to it. But here's my views and perspective. Me say, now folly. Music and music, and art form and art form, and art do imitate life, and life imitate art. However, Silk Boss is venturing out of the realm. Him at this people were criticize him. So him now I poke the beer, and when the beer respond to him in feelings. You as an entertainer supposed to know say if you're gonna cause outrage, if you're gonna do something that people are gonna push back on, you have to bear the consequences of it. You understand? So you can't make this song for On The Spot Media or Mr. Vegas or anybody because it doesn't make sense. Listen, you are gonna do something and you know say it's gonna have a backlash. You know for a fact that there is gonna be a pushback to this. And you proceed to do this. You're supposed to understand, say, brother, when you do certain things, it'll have certain consequences to it. So you as a man supposed to know before you step where you get into. So you step and then know you don't want nobody say nothing. Then that would not be indicative of our society. You understand? If he's allowed to just do what he's doing without check, then he's opening up the floodgates for other people to do what he's doing without check. So by default, he has to be checked. He's doing things that are unsavory. It's not okay where I do. And there has to be a pushback to it, especially in this day and age where criminality is rampant. So always this guy going to come out here and glorify criminality and then no one nobody for pushback. That can't make no sense. If you're going to do the music and you get the pushback, use the pushback to your advantage instead of coming out here making this song. That I find that to be stupid. You're hanging out with a bunch of criminal looking individuals in the studio, vibing to these songs and posting it on YouTube. Now I know you don't have a brain, but I hope you can find a brain and realize that you're going down a path that is not good. So if Vendetta Clan and others that think like him want to see this individual succeed, then you have to be real to the individual. You have to be real and tell the person the truth. You understand? Now you made a comparison to Alkaline in his younger days. This one I know some of my time. When you don't rate Alkaline, when you only rate Alkaline for one day now. Looking at my early days, I was a loose cannon. This is Alkaline. Looking at my earlier days, I was a loose cannon. I have to make a change. Got to be a better man. Aye. Have a purpose in a life. Open up your eyes, analyze and realize. Say you have your. All right? Be stirred upon the journey. You have to know what you are doing in life. You see the hate with Alkaline face. You cannot compare it to what Silk Boss them do. Silk Boss them do self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. You understand? Them a hurt them on a career, hurt them on a self. And then a boss say the industry a fight them. No, I'm a fight himself. Me can tell you this for a fact. Silk Boss from the get-go a fight himself. Alkaline was not fighting himself and is not fighting himself. So, for example, if you're bringing up the Brata thing, saying him double down on it, when double down on, did you listen to it? Are you listening to his lyrics? Him say meet a slut and ask if she give a Brata. What does that mean? What does it mean? Did he say he got Brata? Did he say he gave like he doubled down because he's saying, look, uno nanga police me. Cause you're not hypocrite. He's standing against certain people, bounty killer cartel them, will try to put control and restraint on him. And he knows that. And as a bro, like you can't even fathom to compare Alkaline to these other artists. It's disgraceful, despicable. Alkaline, let's you have Assassin, you have Agent Sasko, right? You have Romain Virgo, Christopher Martin, a whole bunch of artists that are, them do positive music and they're seen to be cookie cutter and clean cut and whatever, whatever. Alkaline is the hardcore dancer artist that is seen as cookie cutter. That is how he has transformed his brand from originally being what we would say raw, ranchy, uncut, and the fringe, wild, vendetta out there, to now the point where new era, new rules, his brand is homebound, like yo, you can respect it. In at the home. You understand? You can bring your kids to his events. He has transformed his brand. Alkaline is the type of artist, bro, G. We have to know how the thing go. You understand me? You have to know how the thing go. You see me? How things change. Yesterday you tell me, it's my mother. Today you send respect to me. Jaja. Uh, LB, I don't understand. Who are you referring to, LB? Don't understand who you're referring to. So as I was saying, Alkaline brand has transformed over the years, and that is why all of these corporate companies can sponsor his events, sponsor new rules. Them, respect him, respect his brand, and no matter if you don't like him or whatever, to this day you have to respect him brand. This youth brand is worldwide, global. New rules, country to country, is respected, yard and abroad. You understand? He's not just some random youth that's trying anymore. He's long past that. So if a man, I gotta say, yo, Silk Boss, we just go and do this and do that. No. My thing is this. I represent Vendetta. I represent Alkaline brand. And I can tell you this for a fact. Alkaline now folly. Because if him folly, we're gonna call him out. I don't know why some people feel like, yo, Alkaline out here doing things and we're not calling it out. No, 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 no. Buenos dias, sir. Vivian, big up yourself. You know that go already. D will checking in. I don't believe that. Damn, big up yourself, you know. Or EG, damn, big up yourself. I don't believe in giving artists pass or giving anyone a pass. If you are folly, we have to tell you like it is. Whether I'm a brother, I'm an artist, whatever, I'm gonna tell you like it is. You see, a lot of people, them just allow artists and flaggers and whatever to do whatever and say whatever without consequences. And it's ridiculous. You can't come out here. Yo, listen, some things vex me, You understand? But we're going to continue. Right? Here's someone saying, this person, the dancer florist is saying, because the man say vendetta, LOL, man, them not like that. No, okay. Here's the problem. Here's my problem here. Vendetta fans that are defending Silk Boss. Una can't see that issue there. Brother, let me tell you this. What the hell wrong with you? Just because Alkaline team book the man for a show, and because some people might have bash him because him say Alkaline and favorite artist. So because of that, now if we start folly, if alright, Silk Boss, Alkaline are your favorite artist, cool. You want to take a page out and book? Allow the social media thing alone, youth. Allow the back and forth to the people, them, bro. Bro, you want to take some more time book? Learn. How many interviews Alkaline have done over the past 10 years? How many response have he given to vloggers and people who talk about him, commentaries and whatever? Countless people come out here and talk about the youth day in, day out. How much of them him respond to? This is my question to y'all. how much of them does he respond to? This is a very, very important question, because it seems to me a lot of people don't know. A man I gonna say, yo, him rate Alka. So if you rate the man, don't do that something there. Because if you know out there, I do some weirdo activities and then Vendetta fans are defend you, now it's associated with the Vendetta brand. So this man out here defending criminality or perpetrating criminality, and then Vendetta fans are going to say, Lord, the youth, man, Lord. No, brother. Tell him man the truth. Say, brother, if you want with ratings, if you want with support, do the right thing. You understand? People are bash you and we are say, yo, no, Lord, the youth. But the youth want to continue to dive deeper into stupidity. We can't ride with that, brother. We can't ride with that, man. You have to know what you do, youth. You want support, do the right thing. Let me see what I want. My Marcia said, "Man, Silk Boss make a this song for me." Oh boy, maybe that. I don't know. Garnet said, "Lego, if you Lego the silk, I'm gonna pick up the gravel." Hit a thumbs up. Functioning addict, pick up yourself. You see me and say, all right. Ah boy, Alpha Beach. You was just singing gospel at church. All right. I know how I go on this. So, all right. I try figure out. All right. So this individual right here. Here's an example. DNR. You can school them too, but I know that the artist full of good songs, but in this life, time must have them like bad music, then good music, so that what make you all talking about Silk Boss now, DNA up to good work, school on the spot and Silk. The media like it, them well keep putting out bad gunman music in Jamaica. That boss must have. That kill me, General. Right now, I feel illiterate. Right now, I feel like a dunce. Right now, I feel like back of the class. Me gone. Back of the class. I reboot my brain. All right. DNR, stop try like you want to school on the spot media, because me listen to you and subscribe, and it's more than once me hear you saying if any man step to you, it's gonna be serious. Let me out. It's simple as that. Let me out. It's simple as that. Yeah. All right. Put it like this, Miji. I know you're the only one. There's someone else. TV, you are hypocrite. I hear you talk all the while say no one can box you down. Then why, on the spot media can't defend his self? What? What is going on? What is happening here? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make it clear. I am not on the spot media. I am DNR, right? I am the vulture. I am vile. To bear in mind, I don't pretend to be some angel from heaven. I have told y'all I am the yin and the yang of darkness and light. In the lightest light, there is dark, and in the darkest dark, there is light. I can be an angel from heaven or the darkest spawn from the devil. It's up to you. And I've stated numerous times that I am an hypocrite when it comes to music, right? But bear in mind, let's educate a bit here. So I have spoken on this numerous times, and I've spoken on things like, for example, that if I was Devin the doctor and Corita them beat me, like me would have burned down taboo. Me would have burned down taboo. I'm glad said Devin never burned down Taboo. But I'm just speaking from the perspective like, yo, me da dark out. If the man them hold me and beat me, me a big man. Like, no, bro, me not take it. You understand me? Me never say me would have killed Corey Tad. Me never say me would have killed out Corey Tad, the entire family. Me never say me would have killed out him whole generation totally. I never said anything about total annihilation of his family. I've never said any such thing. You notice that? Secondly, I also stated that if, let's say, Vibes Cartel have the power linked to certain people and whatever, and if him send people after me and them hurt my family, them just have to make sure so they eliminate me, because if them hurt my family and I'm still alive, I will dark out to the ends of the earth, and it will be some Charles Bronson Punisher type thing. I will devote my life like to just total like going after them. I have stated that numerous times, right? But where did I say that if I was Silk Boss and the Gulf man them did box me up, I would have gone after them? Because I am pretty much sure that when that happened, me, I one of the people and where I tell Silk Boss if allow them thing they out, stay far from violence. That was my advice. So when I hear on the spot news media, someone who is literally against crime and violence totally, or so I thought. When I hear that gentleman saying him not glorify violence, but no boy can box him and still breathing. No, I don't know if you're not comprehending, like you're not comprehending here. On the spot news media said no boy can box him. Right? So you're telling me that you don't pick up on what he's saying, that he would murder the people them who box him up, and not only murder them, use 48 laws of power, reasoning to say he would totally annihilate them, which refers to annihilating their entire bloodline. And you're telling me that you are someone who's speaking against criminality, telling me that you would perpetrate one of the most vicious acts of criminality in the history of our country since slavery time. You would do that because you get boxed up and your feelings hurt. That is what On the Spot Media said. Do you not understand? So forgive me if I am asking the most logical question here. How you, someone who get up every day and burn out the corner boy, I tell me, say, if man box you up, you would have turned whole dirty corner boy. Because that's what you would have turned. You would have become what you claim you hate the most. You would go on a killing spree if you get boxed up. If no boy. And in fact, my issue with that is not that he's just saying that. He's insinuating that if anybody get boxed up, so any youth will get boxed up. So basically I tell the youth, them say, yo, if you get boxed up, yo, go up on a killing spree. And I'm sorry, I cannot in good faith condone any such nonsense. How could you say that? Yes, did he trigger you so much? Like, did he trigger you so much that you would project that and not realize what you're doing? That you literally, I say, annihilate, kill. So you tell Sil, yo, me could never be like your Silk Boss, cause if I me would have murdered them and murder this. No boy can't box me up and still breathing, you idiot. So I'm looking around, I'm like, so what's the difference between him and 87s? Eh? Me not understand this. So when people are calling me hypocrite, I'm like, all right, fine, you want to call me a hypocrite. No problem. But what did you want me to say? Did you want me to come out here and kiki and laugh about it and act like what he said was okay? What was I supposed to do? Help me out. Cause my brain now work. Me want to understand what was I supposed to do with that intel? Was I not supposed to give my actual analysis? So some of the time I have to wonder, Somebody did for lie and act like say it okay what him say. Because he's on the spot news media. So him can't say wrong. Him can't say something when me disagree with. So me, for accept that, no, I don't. I reject it. Fully reject it. That is not cool. And I'm not gonna condemn him as the most vile or worst person for saying that. However, him have to take accountability for what he said. And him need to recant that. Him need to actually make a video and double down and make people know say, look, me just did attack. Your overs me not actually mean say still bastard if you go kill nobody or no youth will get boxed up for retaliate. Reprisal is a big thing in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Reprisal is a big thing in our culture. And we cannot be out here promoting reprisal. We can't. I tell the youth them say, if a man box you down, you have to pick up a gun. We cannot do that. We cannot promote that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here like, you know what I'm saying? The legend himself. Get what you're saying? Like, based on his stance as someone who is supposed to be an upstanding citizen, yeah, that's like he's out here fighting against criminality, but then projecting criminality. That is the issue. So if you say me bias, fine. If you say me a hypocrite, fine. However, what he did was gross. Yes, he was trolling Silk Boss, but I guarantee you many people won't understand that he was trolling. So him have to come out and sort that out and make people know, say, look here, actually, me no sit, me not promote them thing and whatever. Him have to fix that because, bro, I'm murder the man I promoting. Like, in what world is that okay? No. I don't notice me not speak on the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I have not spoken on the Charlie Kirk thing. Right? I'm not speak on the Charlie Kirk thing because, in all honesty, me reach a point in the world where a long time when you hear me, I said, I've lost faith in humanity. I've said this numerous times. But it look like me did still have little faith. It look like me did still have little faith. Because right now, me not enough faith. Like, it can't make sense to me. When me I see out here, it cannot make sense. These people, I ask my wife, I'm gonna say, yo, is it MK Ultra or is it demonic possession? When I see some of these people on social media, I know them are glorify the death of Charlie Kirk. I am at a loss for words. My lost people, my lost. Me can't believe the people them this vile, that the people them this far gone. Me can't believe the mind control over the people them, the levels of stupidity. What happened to emancipating yourself from mental slavery? Like, we reach a point right now where me just can't understand the people them. Like, my brain, I have to lock off my brain when me hear people are called Charlie Kirk racist and say him hate black people. You know what I got from that? I got that Charlie Kirk love black people more than black people love themselves. Because I know Charlie Kirk. I follow Charlie Kirk. So I know say I lie them I tell. I know say million, and it's crazy how millions of people, if not billions, have it wrong. It is ungodly how social media have indoctrinated people to the point them don't even have a brain. Yo, it is unbelievable. The people them out there say things, and other people hear it and them see the clippings, them and them just run with it and they run with it and they run with it, and they just say anything, and I'm looking around like, but that's not it. That's not it. That's not what he said. That's not actually it. That's not the context. That's how the place there. And because I know different, so instead of making a video and break it down and explain to people, me stop. Because there's no point. It's literally pointless to try and explain to people who have been indoctrinated, because it no matter what me say, a person convinced still holds the same opinion. So why should I waste my breath? Why should I waste my breath? I try to convince. Brother, if you want to believe say the man a racist, dog, then believe anything you want to believe, dog. If you want to say the man, you happy say the man dead, fine. But hear what me I said to you. When Martin Luther King was assassinated, if a white person came out and celebrated his death, I mean, people say George Floyd was a drug addict and whatever. But if you came out and celebrated the death of George Floyd, you would have lost your job. You would have been condemned by the media, by the mainstream media. If a single person had alluded to say that George Floyd deserved it or whatever, they would have been instantly condemned. George Floyd. I want to tell y'all that in America, Charlie Kirk was bigger, probably in the world, bigger than Martin Luther King, more influential than Martin Luther King. I want you to understand this. So, for them to come out and celebrate, I don't think these people are thinking logically. So I am wondering if it's mind programming or I don't understand. Because even if it was a regular black person on the street, you could not come out and celebrate them death. So y'all come out and celebrate the death of this man. Let's say he was a racist, but he never show me one clipping of this man in his life wishing death upon black people or celebrating someone's death. This man was murdered in front of his wife and 2 children. Look up pitney them. And I see people, I see a youth, I see a black youth on a campus. I celebrate the thing in a bro, and I dance and I carry on. And I'm just like, oh my God, bro. This, we're gone, you know? We're gone, you know? The world gone, you know? You know what I'm saying? And opposite that, yeah, me see a lot of them losing their jobs and getting expelled, and rightfully so. Because here's the thing. They're saying that they're being, their free speech is being infringed upon. But if Charlie Kirk was murdered for his free speech, if murdering someone is justified for free speech, and how is it that you losing your job or you getting expelled for your free speech is not okay? See how weird that is? You believe it's okay to murder someone for their free speech, but then cry when you lose your job or you get expelled for your free speech. Do you not see the precedents that you're setting? Do you not see what you're actually doing? You can't celebrate a man getting murdered for his free speech and then turn around and cry when anything reach you, including murder. Because if you get murdered for your free speech, see what I go on there, sir? So if you stay a bomb now and I celebrate, and then I'm gonna walk up and come take your 3 points now. Oh, crazy, isn't it? That is why you cannot celebrate this thing, because you don't want a back and forth. You don't want a civil war. You don't want both sides going at it. You don't want to play this game. It's not a game that none of us want. You're overs. All right, big up yourself, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowledge, and I know this made me realize it. As I said, for years, like humanity have lost themselves. But this thing right here now is just like too much. You know what I'm saying? Sophia, what did he say? Because I can debunk anything he said. Because I can show you the full context of anything he said and show you that it's not true what people are saying. So it's one of those things where you have to be careful. And all right, taking people out of context is very dangerous. I wasn't the biggest Kevin Samuels fan. While Kevin Samuels was living, I wasn't really watching Kevin Samuels videos and stuff, to be honest with y'all. I would see the snippets and the clippings, and I used to, condemn the man. I don't know the man from Adams, and I just work off of the clippings that I'm seeing, the pieces that people grabbing out of context, and the way my dunk on the woman them certain way, and me I say, want to the brother, the money I go on so. And when he died, people laugh at the man. They laugh at the man. Again, Sophia, that is not true. That is not true. That's not what he said. See, what happens is in debates, there's hypothetical, right? And then when he speaks, if you're taking something that he said, say for example, he said that black people was better off before the civil rights movement or whatever, and people would say, oh, he must say black people go back to Jim Crow and slavery days, and it would make black people better. And that's not what he said. That's not what he's saying. And if you watch the full context of what he said, then you would understand. And you would see that it's quite the opposite of what they're saying. In terms of these people that are anti-gun, again, this is the United States of America, where we had a civil war. One of the reasons why it's so important to have guns is because the people cannot allow the government to be the ones holding the guns over them like a dictatorship country. In this democratic republic, the people have the right to bear arms. As such, they have the right to protect themselves, rights, liberty, and property against the government. That is why it's illegal for the government to bear arms against the people. That is why the military should not be used on the people constitutionally. Do you understand that? So whether you're pro or against guns, you should understand the right to bear arms and why. This is from the from the Civil War era. When the Constitution was, all those amendments and stuff was written, is based on that. So the people can't afford to give up their gun, and then one day the government can't just did we not live through COVID? Did we just not live through COVID and saw what happened? What they did to us in the COVID? Like, in all honesty, did we not just live through COVID, where the government took control of everything, shut down everything, tell us if we wear masks? To this day, tell us if we take vaccine, we're killing much people. To the point they policed us, we couldn't even talk. I couldn't even be on YouTube and say COVID without getting censored. Couldn't even talk about vaccine. No. We was literally under a dictatorship regime during that pandemic. We never understand, say, it's a slippery slope. So with this whole thing, them love to talk about the mass thing, them and this and that and that. And every time the far left people, them take away the guns, because look, it's because of guns, it's because of guns. More people die from knife every year. So why don't we just take away knives? More people die of from car accidents and alcohol overdose and tobacco use and stuff. So why don't we take those things away? A matter of fact, do you remember the prohibition? Do you remember the prohibition? They ban alcohol. How did that work out? Didn't work out, right? See, you have to understand that there's certain things you can't ban fully. Alcohol, tobacco. There are things that people are gonna consume that you ain't gonna, like, for example, weed, ganja. Them try to ban ganja. Over time, you have to realize, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. You ain't going. Matter of fact, you have to go legalize ganja in small quantities where the people have access to it, because you have to decriminalize this as much as possible, because the people are going to continue to smoke ganja. So it don't make no sense. People are going to continue to drink alcohol. People are going to continue to smoke tobacco. So if you make these things illegal, you're actually going to be filling up the criminal system. You're going to create criminals out of people who ordinarily would not be criminals. That's overreach, over policing. Over policing. So the people are always protecting themselves from government. Government overreach. Police overreach. You understand? That's why you have things like Waco and them thing that when man stand up and say, you're not come on my property. You're not forward your son. Me have the right to bear arms, and if I forward over your son, I don't care if you're police, if you're FBI, FDA, whatever, I will pop you. A man have to understand, say, all right, here we go on. Man and man have them rights. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want ex-slaves to have, and that was a thing, because you don't want these. Remember, at first, junglist, at first, we weren't even considered a full person. Remember, we were 3/5 of a person. That's where the 3/5 compromise came from. So we weren't even fully a person. For every 5 black people, we counted as 3 votes. So we weren't even considered a full person. So we didn't have certain rights. But over time, we have gotten rights, and more rights. And black people were used and abused every single day. Black people are the patsies every single day, and it pisses me off, because even in this Charlie Kirk situation, we don't even know what exactly is going on with Charlie Kirk. We don't even know, for real, like for real. We don't know where this thing came from. We know what the news and the FBI says. It looks spooky. It looks spooky in many ways. I understand. I'm telling you, it looks spooky. I follow the case, and I'm literally over here scratching my head. For example, the youth send message to him, transgender boyfriend, and he must say, like, him left the gun at the drop point and this and I was like, wait, oh, yo. Left gun at drop point. Maybe a Fortnite him a play. Maybe the man a play some Fortnite or something, because me no know regular civilians using certain lingos that he was using in the message communicating with his lover. That sound like military talk. And that person wasn't a military person communicating with another military person. So even if it was a military person communicating with a regular person, they would not use certain jargon, because at the end of the day, they would understand, say, yeah, talk a certain way that is indicative of communicating with certain people who understand certain things. So that the whole back and forth messaging just seem professional. So I don't even want to go there. But what I'm saying is, black people have taken it upon themselves to be the enemy of Kirk, just like they had taken it upon themselves to be the enemy of Donald Trump. And I have no idea why over and over black people have to be at the head of these fights. How does it benefit us? I don't understand. How does it benefit us? How? Me can't comprehend. You understand? Anybody over upon the One Vlogger God channel, forward over upon the DNR news there. I got any live over there, sir. Forward over here, sir.